Yeah, man, get that shit. I want to learn more. Get your ass off my goddamn screen. See this shit?
I'm standing next to the 2006 Ford GT, which is our current
Nah, it
sweepstakes
ain't
car.
shit
It's
wrong
only
with my
got
motherfucking network.
225 miles on it. And I just wanted to point out to you
You feel
that
me?
Ford also, from a styling standpoint,
Internet
copied
working.
the cars of the 60s, the
But
GT40s that ran at Le Mans in 66. I believe for the rest of my life, I'll be.
ain't shit wrong with this motherfucker.
Fuck all this. I'm finna have me some gorilla meat. Big fella, you lying to me. Go to sleep. Oh, I'll be lying down. He got my neck falling off the floor. I'm still hungry. Fuck him.
That motherfucker Ha Ha Davis got goddamn issues, bro. Flat the fuck out. What the fuck? Peep game. This how you know they be on some fuck shit. Right here. Like this shit is not a game, man, what they be on. Now I just was talking to this female on here. Right? I'm gonna talk to this girl all day. But I noticed when I was texting her and I be talking about my ex and shit and telling her the shit that she put me through, it'll say it'll say no internet, right? Or it say no connection, internet something. But it just showed that it's down. Now I done took a couple screenshots trying to catch the goddamn thing. And that shit ain't working and shit. Right? And as you can see, right, ain't nothing wrong with the internet. You feel me? Talking to the young lady right here and shit. Right? Kicking it with her. See how everything else working? See that? See how that notification came through? But TikTok, because I put a lot in what I was I was telling her about what's going on, right? With me and shit. And there's some other things in there that I noticed that when me and her was talking, you know, I peeped a few things and shit that was going on, right? But when she jumped off, as you can see, this is my page. This is my page. And you can see that it's on. It's working. Okay? But I noticed this, right? Why is it doing this right now, all of a sudden? It shows you that I'm online and everything. But the problem is, why the fuck isn't it working? Why TikTok not working? See that? That's amazing to me. All right, they always doing some shit to me on this motherfucker. All right. See that? It ain't nothing wrong with my goddamn internet. Everything else is working. And all of this is dealing with, my life and shit, the shit that they done to me. You feel me? And I just started loading these up. Right, them all new videos and shit. My nigga Alkaline Jungle in the building. Let's go over there see what the guy got going on.
Greetings and welcome. All right, so this is a new TikTok for everybody on this is a new TikTok page because they deleted the last one for sharing health information, and that's kind of the nature of the matrix. They don't want any kind of productive information that people can use to set themselves free or to cultivate a higher state of health. So that's kind of against their policy. So they eventually ban.
Huh, spoil ass again. Take her to the dealership. The Porsche got a twin. Her paddock got a. As
That's
you can see,
Carol
this
right there.
I'm in airplane mode on.
All right, KK, I see you getting loose. All right. I see that official. I think of my nigga 80s and shit, type shit.
Some
But
of them
look,
are sending this third party to attack you, so you'll come contact them, and that will be their way to get
I'm
back
not
with you. This
contacting
third party
shit.
don't even realize that she's the bait.
type shit.
Okay, she don't realize that she's the source, the key to getting back into your house. He's using her, and it's coming off to you as betrayal, but really, he's expecting you to know better than that or to know him. I'm here, you should know me by now. This is somebody that's expecting you to know how they get down by now. With this lessons learned, you should know how I do. You should know how I play games. I'm strategic.
But ain't nobody
I'm
playing.
sending this third party to disrespect you, so you'll get so fucking mad.
About what?
They're gonna have them cross a line that real niggas just don't cross. And somebody gonna tell them that, like, bro, you was dead ass wrong for letting her do that. Love and Light Collective, thank you for taking the time out to click on Kiara's link.
Let's go see what Kiara got going on. Let's go see who spared and spilled the tea to. Sounds like it's Kiara's ass that spilled all this goddamn tea in this girl cup and she just giving it away. Oh shit, it's a bunch of them. Oh shit. So let's go back to this one right here.
Don't have a job, or they do have a job, or it's hard for them to get a job because they're a felon. So somebody has to find means to make money without actually punching a clock, okay? But however, I feel like this is somebody who is very stingy with their finances. They don't share, okay? They don't share. They always in somebody else's pocket. Always is in somebody else's business. But when it comes down to taking care of business, they're gone. They want to break up, or they want to find reasons to be into it with you. There is somebody getting ready.
That's
So
not
we
it.
got somebody who is up. I'm seeing around 2 and 3 in the
Nah, this is damn man, I wanna shit. I'm
morning,
coming
or
back.
this did happen already. Okay, scrolling through their phone, trying to figure out who they can call, hoping that whoever they call is willing to help them and their family out financially. Okay, there could be somebody who is trying. Why I kept getting a message, and it sounded like it was from an older woman. Okay. But it was Cash Doll's lyrics to her song Cash Commandments. I'm telling y'all, go listen to it. Okay, if you are feeling low about yourself, or you feeling not confident in yourself, that's a good song to listen to. To bet on yourself if you gonna roll the dice on anything. I think that's what she said. Okay, so 2026. Going about their business and showing leadership. Bet on what? So we can have a job. Somebody's been telling have a job, or so we got why? Bet on yourself if you gonna roll the dice. Why I kept getting a mix? So we got some don't have a job, or that somebody's been telling you that what you see ain't always what you see.
He won't buy no
Somebody
diapers.
what you're not. It's
Bitch
like
ass
you
nigga. Yeah, I don't
age
see-
where
Yeah, I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with
some of
it.
them are sending this third party to attack you, so
This
you'll
one,
come
this is
contact
big.
them, and that will be their way to get back with you. This third
Let's go.
Clear. It's time for healing, not war.
Ooh,
Somebody
look at that
wants to
skin.
bring
God
war
damn.
upon you, and it's really not even.
Claw.
It's not a battle between you and this person. In their head, it is, because, again, you have everything that they want. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You have the intellect they want. It's like they want to be.
It's a good reader right here, y'all.
Paste you on them, they would. I don't know. And it's like this person goes to some type of euphoric place that this person feels like that they can do things to you with other people here in order to. This person's glamoring you. They trying to make you fat around the waist. It's just. What's awesome is. Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
That's deep. I'm talking about I got a little piece of gut Fuck that, man. I'm talking about I'm the nigga that they used to make the Batman suits and shit out of. And my ex, I'm talking about my shit so motherfucking chiseled and gone crazy. It's up and shit. You know my ex talking about some she like a man with a little gut. What are you talking about? What I'm doing 23,000 motherfucking crunches and shit a month. What are you talking about? Doing insanity twice a motherfucking day, sometimes 3 times if they was letting me in that motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Collective, you are a bad memo motherfucking jammer. Yo, I can't yell because the baby's sleeping, but you are bad as fuck. Okay?
I can't look at this girl. She's fine as hell. She's gorgeous.
So this is my go-to celery B2.
She is gorgeous too.
So this is I am clear and I am.
It's some
Charles,
beautiful women.
you folk been scrambling up on dollars, Charles.
Nigga, let me borrow one of them
just
20s.
hustling, trying
Nigga,
to
give
get a
me
few
one.
dollars.
Bro, this nigga, man, this
This
nigga
ain't
owe me
humiliation.
$4. Valdez owed me $4.75 from last week, nigga. I'ma need that. Now I know you got it.
Charles, you are doing better than some people that tried to humiliate you. Imagine that. Charles, there's some people.
Listen, if you want to get the motherfucking, listen, man, you want to get that motherfucking tea, the cognac, the water. Listen, this nigga Valdez, he will have it for you. He the lethal shooter of TikTok. I ain't gave him a name on Instagram yet. It's like me naming my books or my authors and shit. I name them like the superheroes and shit. Like Dr. Supreme Understanding. That's motherfucking Blue Marvel. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Ivan Van Sertima is who I name Isaiah Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Captain America. Cause he just, you know, he hit us with the Olmekian shit. You feel me? Man, listen. Shit called Storm is Suzar, author of Blacked Out Through Whitewash and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I forgot what I named Tom Burrell and shit. But listen, man, this the lethal shooter of motherfucking TikTok. This Instagram though. I tried to start a GoFundMe and shit. These motherfuckers got me so motherfucking fucked up, man. This shit terrible, bro. I tried to listen.
Ding ding, motherfucker. I got an emperor in reverse.
Hold on. Did she say ding ding, motherfucker? Hold on.
Ding ding, motherfucker. I got an emperor in reverse who is done some shit that they thought was gonna work, but it's not gonna work. They
Yeah,
go
that shit
to
ain't gonna
jail. That's what it looks like. Somebody's going to jail. They're going to prison.
What's her
Some
name?
shit. They really worked
_Marie?
hard at doing something, but they didn't put like the right amount of effort into it. They can't.
That's a motherfucker. Look at y'all see that motherfucking crown on her goddamn head? That ain't no goddamn tiara. They say that ain't tiara now.
For you really hard to try to bring you down, but when I say they didn't put the right effort in it, I mean like this person didn't cover their tracks. Like they're not as fucking smart
don't
as
talk
they think
about
they are.
no
That's what I'm
motherfucking
getting.
stand
They're just
either.
not
We've been
fucking
through
smart.
a
They
lot.
made some stupid ass moves.
If it ain't broke,
High
don't fix it
priestess.
again.
Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands. You know. And for a lot of you, they did this with a group of people, and these people aren't getting along. Something's going on in their world, baby. Some of these people might be turning on each other.
They need to, but they don't now.
Listen, if you plan on shooting somebody today, you can get your wish. When you put your hands on me, I promise you will have to murder me. You will have to murder me.
I was watching a video.
Listen, if you plan on shooting.
I know dog him right there. They pulled up on me not too long ago. I know them. I know that nigga to drive that motherfucker.
Mike John, aka Mike Jizzle.
Ooh, the energy. The energy is just 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. Alright, so
There's more to the story.
we got 2 different situations. This is a masculine who's in the middle.
Oh, shit.
I feel that he's in the King of Swords energy right now, right? So he could be an air sign, don't have to be, but the King of Swords is just somebody who's a lot more practical than they are emotional about things. So this is somebody who they would come up with a plan, they're going to pursue that, and they tend to be very focused on that direction that they're going. So if they have
Asking my own questions today. Were the Pleiadians on 3i Atlas? Yes, thank you. Was there any other species on 3i Atlas other than Pleiadians?
No.
Yes, thank you. Did the Pleiadians install an upgrade on everyone on Earth? No, thank you. Did the Pleiadians install an upgrade on some people on Earth? Yes, thank you. Did the Pleiadians install an upgrade on those who are spiritual on Earth?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Did the Pleiadians also install the upgrades on anyone who practices a specific religion?
No.
No. Is it in alignment to be both spiritual and religious?
Yes.
No. Is that because religion contradicts spirituality in a lot of ways? Yes, thank you.
No,
There's a lot of debates about this, so let's clear some.
See that? So it's esoteric, right? A lot of it in the religious institutes, a lot of it is esoteric. So you're still dealing with divine feminine energy. You feel me? Which means you gotta go and you gotta dig deep, because a lot of it is dealing with allegory, which is hidden symbolism using fictional characters. There's nothing in the universe that is pseudo. Nothing. Energy just transforms. That's it. You feel me? And that's what they do. You understand? So that's how that's how Ptah becomes Jesus. John 1-4. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. All things were created by him and for him, and without him nothing was made that was made. See that? That's the same thing as Ptah being the original logos, who is the utterance. Huh? Mary, Jesus, Aset, Asar, all right? Heru, the Madonna and Child. It's just transformed. The problem is, like shit like Sophia, they never go back to like Shashet, right? Mother of wisdom.
Niggas be trying to get you drunk as fuck because they think you're going to turn into a freak. No, nigga.
Which one of you dumbass niggas is still out here buying nickels and a half a pint of Amsterdam trying to get on? Bro, I can't even watch this video, nigga. Y'all out of control.
What's happening?
What's up, mama?
What? I was just checking how many of you are here. It's like almost 5,000. I made this Instagram 3 weeks ago. How can we all be aligned? How can we? I'm so grateful. I have no words. Who are you? Where are you living? What's happening in your journey? Share in the comments. I want to know. It's so cool that we're all aligned. I love you.
You have a voice, and you have a void that you see. It's like this beautiful sunset. It's time to use your voice. It's time to use it online. If you want, and do you love helping?
Them motherfuckers always. Let's go back and see and shit.
So here is
Some of them are sending this stuff.
Get the optimum advantage. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the Most High told me to tell you
When he say that, he talking to
everything
you.
you ever wanted, he working on it.
Ashe, thank you.
I don't know who
Valdez.
needs
I
to hear
appreciate
this.
you. What would we do without Valdez on the internet? No, for real, man. Y'all still playing with my shit? See how they did that? These motherfuckers so angry. Look, man, y'all gonna take the bitch. Now, go ahead. Now, I got them ready to go, but you gonna have to let me up off of this motherfucker now. See that? Now, this has never happened to me before. Not this. Look at this shit. Now, all this happened after. Now, what are they doing with my goddamn TikTok? You understand? Now all of this is me talking about my ex and shit, you know? See, I put her name out here because this ain't a motherfucking game. So this is a direct blow to my TikTok. Whatever the fuck they got going on. Right? And this is amazing. See that? Huh? You know, we was just kicking it. I'm talking to her and shit, like, yeah, you know, my name Russo and shit. You know, she tell me her name and shit. We kick it and shit, right? I don't ever play with fire, but I stay hot. I say, oh my God, what kind of hot you know? I'm celibate, right? You trying to get me? All right, she said, well, that's a good thing, etc., whatever, whatever, all right? We just kicking it. And shit ain't nothing wrong with it, man. We chilling, man. We growing around this bitch. All right, I'm talking about my God, never mind. Yeah, you know, we kicked it and shit. Made her laugh. We chilling. Right? I tell her perfect practice makes practice perfect and shit. Right? We talking about a bunch of shit. But then, you know, she went offline and shit. And when she went offline, this the shit that I'm going through right now and shit. All right, I'm kicking it with her and shit. I'm like, shit, maybe I'll come see your ass or something. You know, I need to get the fuck home. All right? See, I say my ex took 50K from my life and asked me about a life insurance policy I knew nothing about. Now, this shit is a lot of texting and shit, right? We do the voice messages and shit too, but this was a lot of goddamn texting. So, I'm like, her name is Toya, Kenitra Jenkins, Angel Face J, Angel Face L and shit. I'm so motherfucking serious about this shit. She asking me questions that I can't answer because I never got the answers. This woman, listen, Angel Face J, my ex, 15 years, this motherfucker just threw me under the bus. And when I say, listen, when I say these motherfuckers, she put me in a mental facility. I was there for 2 days and a half, right? The day that I left around 3, 4 o'clock that, after spending the 2 days on a half a day, right? I didn't even know I had a personal protection order on me, and I didn't even know I was homeless. I was motherfucking homeless and didn't even know it. That's how cold. And I just have found out that, I supposed to have a copy of the personal protection order. I learned all of this the day of, and like I told the judge, I say, man, I don't know how the fuck I got here, why I'm here, or what the fuck these people got going on. I won't cursing at him and shit, well, using profane language, but I was like, man, hey, you need to subpoena their phones. Her sister, the police. That's what I don't want to play no games. You feel what I'm saying? All right. She say, I can see she hurt you deeply. How long were you with her? Yeah, she hurt me deeply, but I didn't show no hurt in this feed at all. I didn't show none of that. You feel me? I'm past all of that shit. Right? 15 years. Who do you think she just turned on like that? Right? Why do you think? Right? And I can't answer that shit except for this 50K in this life insurance policy shit that she walked in the house and said, if you were to die, who would you want your she just walked. She just came from the goddamn job. Probably wasn't even at work this day. Like I found out she wasn't at work the day when I found out about this. She asked me about this 50K and I wasn't able to no, because when I asked her, like, damn, who offered you this? She came in, it's about, I don't know, it's late at night and shit, man. She came from partying some goddamn where. It's about 11, 12, I don't fucking know. But she like, somebody offered me $50,000, and I was like, who the fuck offered you 50 bands? Like, that ain't no chump change, not to a street nigga, not, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no money around here. You feel me? But I never got a full explanation other than when I asked her about this shit, she couldn't tell me. Now I'm watching Tarot. I'm watching Empress, Divine Empress 1010 or something like that, or 010101. Shit, I can't remember. LLC. But anyway, I know who she is and shit. But anyway, she was like, you need to spin a block, and this before my car was down all the way. Like I said, I bought a lawnmower and shit. I had to have so many jobs. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where I was just like, hey man, listen, like I need to probably start my own business. And even with that, she said, this 50K will help you start your own business. I'll pay my car note off. I'll be able to pay off my house note. We'll have some money left over, all this kind of shit like that. And I was like, no, I'm not with it. I don't I don't agree with this shit. And it was just fishy as fuck. Flat the fuck out. It just was like, what the fuck you got going on now type shit. You feel me? Because she always got this shit on her and the shit is just like, yo, what the fuck you got going on? But look, I'm already awake. I'm not fully awakened, right? Like as far as in telepathy and these different spiritual abilities, I ain't all the way there. But I'm fully a fucking awake. I ain't got to the great awakening. That hadn't come yet until maybe a month later. After this 50K, when the tarot reader said you need to go up to her job, she is not working. She lying to you, and the guy that she dealing with is an Irishman. He 41 years old. I said, wait a minute. Now, what I love about this shit was, right, I knew this shit, but you know how you know some shit and you don't know? That's what I mean by I'm fully awake, but I ain't awake. Like, I don't know the details like that. Because now I'm online, but you know what I'm saying, I'm still questioning disability. Like, hold on. And usually I ain't wrong, right? I had already seen the way she was moving. She watching How to Get Away with Murder every day. She's watching Snapped every day, all day and shit when she is chilling and shit and all of that. Leaving the door unlocked every night now. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck? I say, man, I just told you I'm having these visions and I'm having all of these damn dreams and shit about niggas killing me. You know, I'm pissed off. Stop leaving the door fucking unlocked just like that after asking her about 5 goddamn times, however many times. She did this shit for too long. We've been living in this house 15 years. You moving so different to the point where you think I'm stupid. I ain't stupid. I ain't saying nothing because I'm online and the creator said don't say nothing. You feel me? Then I got a confirmation from a dude who will come on the screen. He'll come on the screen like this and shit. This shit funny. And he was like, this nigga funny as shit. This confirmation for me. He said, when you know, don't say nothing. Keep it to yourself. This was the hardest shit for me to do. Man, I ain't never went through no shit like that. You know, I feel like I was on a Tupac tip where they got to cover the nigga mouth for he talking too much. That's how I am and shit. I want to know what the fuck going on. Man, the hardest shit was not saying nothing and watch how she moving. Leaving the door unlocked and shit. Man, there was some supernatural shit going on in the house as well. We're going to get back to this. All right. But anyway, this 50K and shit, when I go to the job, she ain't working. The tarot reader was right. When I get up there, she not working. I'm like, maybe she went to the bank because we used to meet up at the bank. I go up there and, you know, I used to work for her and shit. Go up there and work with her and her co-worker, which is they were the bosses, right? They were the manager and the assistant. Hey, but like I said, I wasn't work. I didn't have no job. I got a lawnmower. I'm throwing that bitch in my trunk. I got about 3-4 customers. You feel me? I'm watching my grandkids, right? My daughter paying me $200 a week for that. You feel me? So, you know, that's how I'm making my money. I'm not really making enough, but it's the only thing I can do right now until I truly get on my feet. So when I go up there and shit, she ain't working. Then I leave and I say, you know what? I'm gonna give her some time because now the tarot reader, the shit that the tarot readers is telling me, all of it is real, all of it's coming true. Like I said, I wasn't saying anything. I was just watching. You feel me? Like the same tarot reader was like was like STD, somebody burning, and I was burning. I went to the bathroom like the last 2-3 times I was burning. And I wasn't cheating or nothing. The only thing I'm drinking is motherfucking water and goddamn coffee. So when I Googled this shit, to see if, because I've never been burned before and shit. So I was just like, well, maybe I'm just real acidic and shit. But I'm pissing razor blades. You feel me? So by the 3rd time I go to the bathroom, I'm not even burning anymore. Right? So I knew that she got something going on. She done came in here talking about life insurance, right? People pulling up in front of the house, you know, and the people that's pulling up in front of the house, they sitting 2-3 minutes at a time. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on, yo? you know, and I'm telling her, and she'll say, well, you need some pills. And I'm looking at her like, what the fuck? Like, why every time I tell you something that you try to say I need pills? I say, yo, motherfuckers is still in my videos. You feel what I'm saying? And at this time, a motherfucker hadn't took the 6 documentaries from me yet. They hadn't even got to them bitch. Matter of fact, they did take the 6 documentaries because I was about to drop the Tupac documentary around his birthday in June. Yeah, that's right. In June, then I made another one. That one was called the Black Print. Then when all this shit come up missing, I see New Era Detroit. The niggas say he come on the screen. He got the black print coming across the screen. I got a video called "All Lies Left Unchallenged Become Truths," and I see the music of Nate Dogg that I'm using in that video, the instrumental he's using in the black print. I say, yo, man, I think these motherfuckers stole my shit, right? And the documentary about Tupac Shakur, right? Like I said, it's called The Black Print, a documentary by myself, Caruso Haley, and it was 2 hours and 6 minutes long, right? And I used this particular book. Right, and a lot of Tupac's music, going to the fight, all of these things, right? A lot of the music in there, and I was reading this shit, right? Just a documentary that I don't think nobody had ever done before. That shit come up missing. I lose 5 more documentaries with it, right? And the other documentary was dealing with Ibrahim Traore, right? The youngest African president in history, right? The new Thomas Sankara. And that was called What Power Looks Like in the Right Hands, right? All of that shit gone. So anyway, right? This 50 bands, when I go up to the damn job, I go up there 3 motherfucking times. She wasn't there. She come back to the house about 7:40, 7:30 and shit. Maybe, I don't know, it's 7 o'clock. It's past 7 though. She been there since 9 something this morning, and she was kind of late. And the reason she was kind of late is because she was figuring out whatever she had going on. But when she walk up, I open the door, I'm waiting like a motherfucker. She walk up, she got her work clothes on. And I just flat out tell her, hey man, I know you ain't been to work because I've been up there 3 times. Then she tells me about the white boy, the Irishman, who offered her this $50,000. His name was Violet. So that's how I found out who it was. So then now I don't want to sleep with her. Right? Remember, I'm burning. She stopped sleeping with me for a few weeks, so she knew. And I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm being too hard on her. You know, we could be too hard on our women and shit for, you know, for sexual reasons or whatever and shit, sexual reasons. And I just, you know, I apologized and I'm like, damn, maybe I'm on her too much. But then I was like, yeah, she's sleeping around. But then again, I'm under a spell. I'm under a love spell. Not just because I'm in love, but I've been with this woman 15 years. But now I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to be around her like that and shit. I'm still in love with the woman, but I'm so disappointed that I couldn't even get mad. I couldn't raise my voice. I couldn't be angry. Only thing I could do while we sitting on the couch is, listen, hey, if that's what you want to do, I don't want no parts of it. I don't, you know, that kind of money, I'm straight. Like, whatever, do what you got to do. And she's like, well, I don't want to hurt you and all of this, and maybe I think you just need to leave. And I'm looking like I don't got no house in my motherfucking pocket. You feel what I'm saying? I've been living here for the last 15 fucking years. Right? The audacity for a motherfucker wouldn't even give me the, right? I'm like, I don't got nobody. Like, literally, like, I ain't got nobody. Where the fuck I'm gonna go? You feel what I'm saying? I'm 41 years old at this time. I say, where the fuck am I gonna go? Who house I'm gonna go stay over at 41 years old? My car not working, is down. You've been lying and shit all of these couple months. I'm gonna help you get it fixed. Cause she the only one making money. Like I said, I didn't work for her. You feel me? So and like I said, my grandchildren, they done moved. So when they move, right, she just changed on me. She changed like a motherfucker and just was totally different in my life. Just totally different. Dogging me the fuck out. Right? Man, come on with this shit. Right? She dogging me out and it. Talking about she get any man and all this shit and all this whole ass shit and I need this money. I got to do what I got to do. And I already was like, hey, do what you got to do. But I'm not going nowhere right now. I can't just up and leave. I ain't got nowhere to go. You see that? this keep happening because it's either somebody around me, right? Neighbors, whatever. I don't fucking know, but I just know that when I'm talking about this shit and everything I'm going through, this shit always pops up when I put a video out there, whatever and shit. Right? And this, that's gonna make me shut the whole app down. I'll make a mistake and hit the button, then I gotta come back and do everything. So they probably finished doing what they doing, and that's why that's pulling up right here, like, But anyway, right? She say this is 15 years we're talking about. Hell, after 2 years, if this shit, listen, this is all day, every day. But since I was dealing with this one chick named Ajna, what I'm starting to learn is since I didn't go down to Texas, right, yesterday and shit, right, or one of these days, we was thinking about, what I'm saying, a few weeks after today, or just get down there and shit, right? Telling her my personal situation like I'm telling this woman and shit, right? Because these women, so 3 women out of a year, 3 women hit me all and from the 25th of from Christmas to right now, right? Just jumped in my inbox. They all gave me their numbers and we all been kicking it, right? The one chick called. I stopped dealing with her because she ghosted me for about 5 days. When I started talking to the second woman and shit, she trying to kill me and shit and get me down to Texas, so I don't go down there and shit, all right? And when that happened, all of this shit started happening. But all of my account, right, let me show you. So all my shit was freed up when this situation happened. It was my I wasn't going through the network shit. I wasn't going through anything. Everything was freed up. So peep game. You see how, yes, like I said, it's all. You see that? You see how, if you look back in the video, it wasn't doing this, right? But watch this. My views, right? See that 4.31K, right? I didn't have this. This happened in 1 week. This happened like when I started talking to Ajna, when I started talking to the female down in Texas, all of this shit was freed up. My channel start banging, and when I go to my analytics, I didn't have like 6.3. I'm not sure which one, but it's like 6.3, 6.9 million views, right? And that was just in a matter of a week. I had 6.3 or 9 million views, and it was amazing. And this shit jumped. Damn. This shit jumped from 200 and some views to what you're seeing now. Okay? My videos always been high. The reason the videos is higher than what they was when I first started this is because of the type of videos I was making. But as you can see how this one got 1, this one got 1, and this is the ones I watched. But since I didn't go to Texas, right, while I was going through this is what it looks like. This is what my views look like. You see it started here, 18, but 630, right? Look at this. You see this? This when they start back clocking me after I put up these videos down here. Now this is like I said, this is a whole motherfucking carving organization order. I don't give a fuck who it is. Flat the fuck out. Right? These some wicked ass people. And they just won't let me be me and shit. You feel me? 1157 and shit, 12, 13, 14, 5, yeah. Right, the pentarchy establishment, 5, the 5th epidermis of the skin, the 5th layer, right? We're at the mountaintop dealing with the goat, right? And then we're dealing with the 13th, right? Which is dealing with the bottom, the bottom chakra from the top to the bottom, right? Moving from the message from Gabrielle down to the basement, which is the root chakra, the basement, the reprobate mind. Right, and that's the people I'm talking about. It's the synchronicities that you gotta read, okay? But look at this shit. See the views, all right? Just look at how the shit changes. You feel me? come on, man, with this shit, bro. With your weak ass. All right. But anyway, let me get my laugh in for a quick second. This shit is comedy. This nigga extra as fuck, man. Listen, Sub-Zero didn't want this smoke right here. Sub-Zero was like, damn, that nigga good. Beat Sub's ass, man. Knock Sub the fuck out. Yeah, Sub. Yeah, look. Sub was like, fuck that. I don't want no smoke with doggy. Sub-Zero. You feel me? Sub-Zero a hoe for that. He ain't want them ass. But like I said, right? Man. As you can see and shit. Look at this shit. Damn. Alright, man. Whatever, man. I ain't got time. Alright, now let's go over here. Let's see if they freed it up. Oh, it's free. You see that?
911, what's your emergency?
See what they were doing? Alright. Now everybody, now she back online. Alright. I just started once, and what am I supposed to do? I don't know what she talking about. See, I don't know what she was talking about because whatever they were doing, right, they blocked my whole shit out. This whole video, 41 minutes long, because of, you know, I had to show y'all the shit that they be doing. You feel me? And it's amazing, the shit that they be on, you know, the shit that they be on. You feel me? All right. Diamond Company and shit 32 minutes ago. You feel me? And sometime, right, I have a video loaded. You see how they lock my shit up? They lock this bitch up. Let's go to my views and shit. All right. So I get hella traffic, right? Bunch of motherfuckers come through this bitch. Now, sometime on my other TikToks, this is my 5th TikTok. On my other TikToks, what'll happen is I'll get this kind of traffic in one day. Like let's just say 70. I'll have 70 followers. And next thing I know, my account banned. They'll send a bunch of people over here. It got to the point where, like I said, you know, I'll watch the synchronicities of the patterns, right? The synonymity of them. And if I take your name, I'll take your name and put that bitch through through the Aya Heru, and then I'll figure out if you're in the fraternal order or not, right? I was able to do that, right? Not was, but this is just certain shit that I do when I hear the spirit, right? I don't really say spirit, but when I hear the spirit say certain shit, and that's just for y'all and shit, so you don't know. But look, when I talk to my papa, these archangels and shit, right? These war angels and shit, they tell me what to do and shit. See how deep we is right here? We on that kind of time, right? But this is the shit that this is the shit that they do to me. You feel me? Like this shit right here.
You know, like I was saying.
Peep game, right? This is Ajna. She say, one is love. Now, this woman ghosted me. From Sunday, she sent this 6:53 a.m. yesterday morning, right? Tuesday. And she didn't call me. She went to church or whatever and shit, and because of what she's trying to do, she's not a believer of God, not to my knowledge. But when I realized it, I asked her, she said she's been going to church for a year. Now peep this shit. Now this is the chick that wanted to get me out of town, right? Now she talking about life insurance policies and shit like that. There's nothing nobody can get through, right? It's because this is, you know, they can erase things, whatever, man. They gonna hear the full-blown conversation. If people get their phone subpoenaed fucking with me, they are through. And like I told people, my phone clone, hacked, and tapped. So watch this. She say, one is love. Thank you for showing me your true intent before I sent you any money. Like I said, I was supposed to go to Texas. So what intentions did I show her? I could have been in the hospital. I could have been, you know, whatever. And loading up old videos. She liked the videos. You feel me? And I like that she liked the goddamn videos. So for her to text me out the blue, right? Like I said, she was crying and shit. Like, I say, what? Now, I had only known her for like a week and shit, but I was like, damn, I'm falling in love with this woman and shit, right? But she was mirroring my energy. So of course I'm falling in love with myself because she not truly showing me who she is. I'm only getting a glimpse of her, right? And it start being a lot of competition and shit like that for no fucking reason. But it says, oneness, love. Thank you for showing me your true intent before I sent you any money. What? What are you talking about? Only thing I didn't do was call her for the 2 days. What intentions? I felt like, damn, you are involved. That's how that's what the fuck I felt. She was crying like a motherfucker. You feel me? Crying like, I'm like, damn, if I get off the plane, right? And what if you set me up? She started crying. I only known you a week, and I told you that my ex, I've been shitting blood for a year, right? 2024, I'm telling you all of this shit I've been through. Helicopters, drones following me. She think I'm just talking. I'm like, motherfucker put me in a mental facility for 2 days and a half. I had to see 3 doctors, right? I asked the first doctor and shit, hey, what's that shit you trying to put in my arm? The goddamn syringe this big, yo. Motherfucker look like this and shit. I'm like, hey, what is that shit? You feel me? And she like, hey, if you don't take this, we gonna send you to another facility, or you'll never leave here type shit. And I looked at her like, man, give me this shit. Just run this shit. I get to the second doctor, I asked her. She say, that ain't nothing. That's gonna stop you from going to your higher states of consciousness. So you gotta understand the shit that I'm explaining to you. You're not listening. Like I keep telling her, as you ain't listening. You feel me? So, I could just be saying, I could just be taking a breather, trying to, meditating or whatever the fuck I'm doing. To show me your intent before I sent you any money, your actions, or should I say, what the fuck? The lack thereof speaks volumes. That's the shit I was feeling from her. She said, I wish you the best. This is some bullshit. Got approved for that loan because we were talking about she was going to get a loan and basically send for me so I can get down there. Because I done told her, yo, I'm fucked up, need some love and shit, whatever and shit. We hitting it off. You feel me? We making all kind of plans and shit. But she got another agenda. This is how you know. She threw this in my face. I wish you the best. Got approved for the loan. But I think I'm going to use it for me and mine. Okay, man, that's awesome. She got a beautiful daughter, right? She got the 16-year-old handsome young man that her 2 children. She lost a few children to some fuck shit or whatever, if that was the truth. I have no problem. This is the problem with people, right? She say, no love confirmation. She say, no love lost. Stay present. Now, when I learned what this means, my cousin, he involved, Dolo Bobo. This nigga say, right, I call him I hadn't walked outside in 13 months, right? And then I took a stroll, and this back when I was smoking, I went to the dispensary, this in 24. And I tell him all of this shit I'm telling y'all right now, all of this shit I've been going through, all of that. And I say, man, I think Toya trying to kill me and shit, right? I'm telling him all of this shit that I've been peeping and paying attention. And this nigga just asked me 5, 6, 7 damn times, where are you at right now? This nigga was living in Las Vegas. So why you keep asking me what are the main streets I'm on right now? He kept asking me. That's how I knew he was involved. So when I moved to where I'm at now, this nigga was like, after we get into it, basically hearing shit, he talking about some, you know how to be present? I took that as a threat. Like, damn, nigga, you still trying to get me killed? Because I could do that to you right now type shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't on that. You feel me? These motherfuckers is. You feel me? Stay present and focus on your healing. Who told you I'm not healed? Who told you I'm not healed? So she see me, I'm talking about certain situations so she can be more familiar why I don't trust no goddamn body. Like I just told the other chick, I say, man, listen, remember, I don't be complaining, I be explaining. You feel me? If the shoe fits, well, maybe it ain't yours. So don't put the motherfucker on type shit. You feel me? So she talking about some stay present and, right, focus on your healing. Who told you I'm not healed? But all of the shit I'm telling y'all is 100% real. That's what these videos is about. That's how my videos shot up. That's how my videos shot up like this. Motherfucker. They shot up like this right here, the 2K, right? They shot up to the 2K like that from this, right? This is how my videos used to look. I didn't make these kinds of videos like this. I wasn't making this kind of video. I didn't make this kind of content.
Whoever this brother is, Sammy Hayes.
Right?
Alright, he did this.
And that's amazing. I forgot about that video because that, man, listen, if y'all only knew, like I said, man, that 3-Eye Atlas is a protection order for a nigga like me. For real, because when I called it out back in September of 2024, right, now they talking about 3-Eye Atlas. You feel me? Well, peep this. I wish they stopped testing me around this motherfucker. I really do. It's wrong. They have no clue, man. My gifts is heightened. I'm up. Like literally, though. It's just wrong, man. I remember I was staying with my sister, and man, this shit broke my heart when I realized that when I realized they were able to energetically, not energetically, but through telepathy, control the children and have the children fucking with you and shit. That shit broke my heart. Send the kids in there to fuck with you. They know you in there recording, etc. Now, this is the kind of videos, right? This is, see that April 2nd down here? Right, see the SMG right here? This is a song I got called Upper Echelon, right? But this SMG stands for Supreme Minds of God, right? This is when I first came home and shit right here. As you can see, it says 3 years ago, right? This one says, right down here, it says April 2nd. I only been home a month and a month and a few days. I came home February 15th of 2022. I immediately, right, made videos, right? This is me working out at the house I was living at for 15 years, okay? But this is the type of content that I made right here, all right? Like I said, I wasn't making that kind of content. I started off like this and shit, riding and shit. I just bought me a vehicle, okay? But let me show you the content that I used to make for real, for real. This the type of content that I used to make right here. Right. Let me find one. Or let me find one that ain't got their music in it and shit like this.
If in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God.
They even
He was with God in.
See this? This is the app that I used, right, to create these videos. They even was able to get inside this app and remove the pictures and the AI generated visuals that I would use, and they'll take them. They'll take the video I'm using and everything.
Beginning, and all things were made by him and for him, and nothing was made that was made without him. In its truest definition of who and what the Mashiach would be is black in its purest essence, being that Mashiach defined etymologically would be Mesa, pressed, that blessed, chosen, holy, anointed oil.
A black gold. Not no diamond melanin. A supernova blow up. That's what you made out of. You feel me?
I am everywhere at once.
Because I am black.
Because I am black. To be civilized means to be black.
This is the kind of content I used to make.
It is going to be hard to erase.
My symbol I got tatted on my arm. I've been drawing this since I was like 16. I'm 43. I've been drawing this out all my life.
The color black.
That's what the ancestors gave me.
It is the very for anything, all things, and even nothing. Its description
This video is big.
is the all in all. Peace to my gods. This is chemistry realignment. God rising. The chemical key to life and brain itself was found to be centered around black neuromelanin, inner vision, intuition, creative genius, and spiritual illumination were all found to be dependent upon pineal gland blood, born chemical messengers that controlled skin color and opened the hidden doorway to the darkness of the collective unconscious mind.
This is the type of shit that I was making. I wasn't doing all this shit. I was chilling. I was straight.
Black dot, black seed. Black dot is an ancient symbol for.
And this was, like I said, I was coming straight off of the books. This one would be either Melanin, Key to Freedom by Dr. Richard King, or I think it's African Origins of Biological Psychiatry, Aya Heru, right? And that's what you're listening
Blackness. It is the black seed of all humanity.
to. And I was doing it straight from the books. So the kids can get to the books, you can buy the books, and you can just follow along, right? And just gain an understanding with a little few parts of me commentating on it. You understand? So
recent times amongst Nilotic populations of Africa in a 2006 paper titled Color Category.
A way to produce a blue dye.
Right.
So unless you have a word to describe.
This comes from James Cameron movie Avatar, and the Navi, right? He used actual Africans and actual indigenous people to create and get that soulless feel. You feel what I'm saying? To get that, to grasp that natural element to why, and that's why Avatar feels the way it is, right? Because I think this came out with a 3. Not only that, they have a book, right? Anthony Browder, right? The guy who wrote Nile Valley Civilizations, and what we all know is the Browder Files by Tony Browder, Anthony Browder. You feel me? But this is the type of shit that I was making. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't no confirmation at the top. This is the type of shit that I made.
And we are on Sankofa's time. Peace to the gods.
See my logo and shit? This is what I used to do. I didn't make this shit more important to me. I didn't know magic exists. I didn't know evil was in the earth like it is and shit. I'm thinking it's some Pan-African shit. Let's destroy white supremacy shit all over the earth. Man, I didn't know no goddamn demons and devils and jinns and witches and warlocks. I didn't know that shit was real for real. And I've been seeing angels and ancestors since I was a child, right? My grandmother's mother, right, that's right there and shit. She used to call me, her mother called me to the casket when I was a child. It was like, this what death feel like, touch me. You feel what I'm saying? I put my hands on her hand and shit. First she calling me and shit. I'm looking like this and shit. I'm like, listen, she like, come here. You know, I'm on this tip. Like, I don't hear this shit because I'm like, am I hearing her right now? Man, I'm a child, man. I gotta be like 5, 6, 7 or some shit. I don't remember, but I'm young. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go up there. I got my eye and shit like this and shit. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? This shit is freaky right here. Like, hold on, lady. Wait a minute. You and that motherfucker laid out, right? I don't really know what this is, but I know that you're not moving anymore, right? It's all registering. And she say, come here. Like, she's sitting there. And I get up and I walk to the casket. She did the same thing. We just buried my grandma at 24. She did the same thing. I think it was 24. Yeah, she did the same thing to me when she passed. I'm sitting there. She like, come here. Now her mom and my mom's mom, you feel me? My granny and my great granny, they both at the funeral. They like come here. I'm a grown man, so you see, man. Listen, man, this shit deep. But anyway, this is the kind of content I would make. You feel me? Got the information in here and shit like that. I say, man, I'm gonna do something different and shit. I know people doing it a certain kind of way, but we know that the movies have subliminals in it. Hey, easy. You feel me? And you see who that is? That's Drake. And this is when the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar started. So I'm showing what's popping with them two, but I'm using the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But if you see in the beginning, I done slaughtered the shit out the GOAT. I done fucked the Baphomet up, right? See the Baphomet at the top? But I'm the GOAT. I'm the God of all time. So now, since he on a mountaintop, I'm gonna stand on top of his ass. Me and the creator about to fucking barbecue this motherfucker. We about to eat good. You understand? That's the point, right? I'm the God of all time. The God of all time, not the greatest of all time. That, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit I was making, man. I wasn't doing this shit, right? Smurfs and shit. You know, I did this shit right here.
They not like us. They not like us.
No one on the corner has like us. They not like us. They not like us. No one on the corner has like us. Like us. They not like us. They not like us.
I mix the shit out that motherfucker.
They not like us. They not like us. Oh, you rap nigga, yeah, please, bro. Man down, call like ambulance. Tell him please, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see content? The industry can hate me from
you feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't know nobody like it. That shit lit to me. You feel me? This song I wrote for Nipsey Hussle and shit right here and shit called Ferg Guama and shit, cause I was heartbroken the shit that happened to that nigga. Cause I didn't even know the nigga, oh man, the way my dog was explaining the shit to me, man, that shit was heartbreaking. I didn't even know and shit. You feel me? This come from Crumb TV and shit. These all of the people, you know, Crumb TV and shit. And, you know, it's a copyright on here. Listen, man, I wasn't tripping about sharing no money or nothing, man. Everything I did was out of pure love. And shout out to Crumb TV, man. You go over there and deal with the master teacher student and shit, because this nigga keep talking about he a master student. He is so far past that, right? But he one of them. You know, he one of the ghosts. And he did, you know, this imagery comes from, like I said, they took the Tupac documentary that was 2 hours and 6 minutes long called The Black Print. And the Black Print, the documentary, what it was about was me showing how Tupac Shakur was an ancestral plant, that he was a plant by the ancestors in the earth to take rap, turn it back into hip hop, the acronym of harmonious influence, protecting, helping our people. Okay? So when Crumb came out with this piece right here, dealing with Afeni Shakur and a breakdown about Dear Mama Mother's Day, right? I went over there and I took a piece of it, 1 hour, 1 minute and 30 seconds. I didn't know about the copyright shit, so I wasn't tripping. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I was doing shit out of love. So anytime I seen the copyright, I really didn't understand. I didn't read nothing and shit like that and shit. But if they was like to take the shit down, I would remove the shit. But this is the type of content that I was making, man. My videos just looked it different. All right?
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 31.
I was watching this video is a prediction of Donald Trump getting in office. It says a year ago and shit, all right? But this video is when Donald Trump got in office. You feel what I'm saying? When he was getting in there, okay? And I was predicting the Donald. I was, you know, like this part right here, when he was in Vegas, he was being initiated in right then and there. He was being blessed by the king and queen, right? These sovereign monarchs and shit. But they're not going to show up. They're going to use this high priest and this priestess to put him in there, type of shit. You feel me? But that's a whole nother level of shit, for real, right? African origins of Freemasonry. When I used to be on my this is a book written by Zachary P. Gramillion, African Origins of Freemasonry, Zachary P. Gramillion, 90 Degree, right? And when my first TikTok, I was putting this information up. Freemasons would come in the room. They would only light the eye right here. They do it 3 at a time. So you'll see favorite, save, and like. Favorite, save, and like. A bunch of people was doing that to these videos right here. So it was like they saw what I was on to right here. As you can see, I got the African Essenes, but I got the African essence, right? Christ. The word S means intelligent. The word "en," the E-N-E represents the celestial waters, right? That's dealing with the great mother. This is the 42 negative positives, the law itself. And Christ being the law himself walking the earth. I came to enforce it type shit. So they was already on my motherfucking radar, right? The 100th monkey effect. I didn't know that I was going to be the 100th monkey that went into effect. I didn't even know I was going to be the 100th monkey that went into effect to baptize the rest of the world, right, into what we call Christ consciousness with a K, not C-H-R-I-S-T. And that's fine too, biblically speaking and shit, if you go to as far as in the Bible's reference point where it says that let this mind be in you that was also in Christ. That's Christ consciousness. And if it was the Aquarian gospel of Jesus the Christ, it'd be the 6th degree. When he go gets the name, right? He go get the name Christ, right? The death of $1 and shit, right? The second move and shit. And this is because, you know, FBA and shit, you know, a bunch of gang ass members and shit want to disrespect me and shit. So I dropped this shit on their head and shit.
The past century, black and brown authors have begun reclaiming both the methods of scientific inquiry along with the body of available data to reconstruct the truth about black and brown people. Since the earliest Afrocentric books were published in the 19th century, we've been on a quest to undo the lies that have become truths.
See, I was making my own shit. All this was me. I'm putting all this down, straight out the book.
Since you could hear Harrison was standing on a soapbox with J.A. Rogers in 1917, telling Harlemites, we've had brothers on the street corner publishing knowledge like stolen goods. Of course, the oral tradition of reaching black consciousness began long before that. Whipped enslaved
Look at the boys out there, man. How this shit don't get you lit? Huh?
Of their people's science and history. From mouth to ear. Just as
They got a lot going on.
had done for thousands of years.
I want to show some respect, though.
Shawnee Prophet Tishkawatawa chided his people to return to the ways of their fathers, declaring in the beginning we were full of shining power, were strong because we were pure.
Now they weren't even letting us get AI and shit. This the best AI I could get at the time. You understand what I'm saying? They weren't letting us move, you know, you put the shit on there and it's a motion and shit. This the videos I used to make.
The Great Dane, a mischievous genius.
This is talking about, right, this opening and dealing with the Great Dane, all right? And this is dealing with, you know, did I just say it? The British Bulldogs and shit like that, right? But I'm talking about humans. I'm talking about royal servants, but they black. Black faces of white supremacy is what this opening, right? And it's allegory, right? I'm using an art of allegory right here. And then I'm gonna go into they go to dogs right there and shit, right? These black people, right? But I'm using allegory for what I am reading and how I'm breaking it down. It's a simple reading, but it's for people that ain't understand. And just for the record, ancestors had me doing this shit, man. They the ones had me doing this shit. You feel me? They picking the pictures and
Trying to be
everything.
proud of my African heritage? That's being something I'm not in fun. My grandmother was a full-blooded Iroquois.
And this is it's called the depth of a dollar, right? But and what reparations will look like if so, because of what was going on. I'm leading up into dropping that what power looks like in the right hands, dealing with Ibrahim Traore, the reincarnation of Thomas Sankara, right? And I'm making these videos and shit right here. Kamala Harris, she's catching a lot of steam, right? I'm talking about they didn't put the whole black color of power on her goddamn back, and she carrying the shit out the shit.
I should drive one of my sons off to jail.
So this part is dealing with this is blacked out through brown wash, because everything is about blacking out and brown washing, red washing, white washing, blue washing, orange washing, every goddamn thing. You understand? And like I said, it's the Iroquois, right? You see that one? It's the color of power. These some beautiful videos, right? Yazoo Judah disrespecting me.
I've already been losing followers.
Him and they gang and shit. They want to follow me. First, they try to recruit me for a couple years and shit, but this ain't that. I follow the lead and lead to follow and shit. I ain't got no problem with sitting at somebody's feet and listening to them, as long as they don't kick me in my goddamn face. You feel me? Because then I got to get up and slam the shit out you or some shit like that, right? Breaking the curse, revealing who you are, right? Light skin, black mask. These are the types of videos I was making and shit. Shout out to brother Ya SBTG and shit. See Black Thank God and shit. This brother awakened me and shit. I even did a video dealing with P. Diddy's, right? And I called this the Black Print, because when I realized what Puffy was on, I say, oh shit, that's something like what Pac was on. Though it's 30, 40 years later or some shit like that and shit, Puffy, he finally got the idea. This is why he ended up locked up, right? And this video and shit is B2.
He said, guys, right? God rising up now.
So they start seeing me catch steam. I'm catching steam on this bitch.
And before I release it, I want
you
you
to
keep in mind, right, that this is chess.
That's a handsome young brother right there. Just want to let y'all know that brother's beautiful. He's an awesome guy. Got a great heart. All right. This the video when I see that it's a year ago. This is when I find out that my mom called me on this video.
Oh, listen, people do you so dirty.
You can hear it in my goddamn voice that I am pissed off, but I'm more so brokenhearted because I just had got out the mental facility. Maybe the day, I want to say like the day before that or something like that, you know, and I was walking to the gas station and shit. This is when I was smoking weed and shit, right? Out of the last 7 years, I smoked weed for 2 years. All right, I don't smoke anymore and shit because of all this shit that was going on. I don't want nobody to get me twisted and shit. But my mom called me, right? Rest her soul and shit, right? Reincarnate in power. And it's my mother right here and shit. All right, this is my beautiful mother right here. All right. And whatever happened, my ex and her, like my mom said, she called me this day and she said, I didn't know that girl was going to put you in a mental facility. I ain't know what that girl was doing. I'd have never done that to you and shit like that. All right. But I couldn't, my problem is, why ain't nobody call me and tell me anything? And then when I got out the motherfucker, I'm homeless. I got a personal protection order I can't return, you know, to get my things, and it's a bunch of shit going on. Like, what the fuck is going on? My car over there right now, right? And my sister, where I'm walking it over here, right? I don't know who did it, but somebody in the house, they came in the room that I was standing at her house and they stole my car keys. They just was making it hard. I'll come in the house, let's say I leave this phone or this tablet that I'm recording on right now, and I go in the backyard to the neighbor's backyard and I go do pull-ups and do my push-ups and shit, or I walk around the corner, but more so I'll be out there working out like a motherfucker and shit. And I come back in the house and it'll have, right? It'll have this, right? Let me show you, right? Peace of the God, I share. I love you, ancestors, right? This, and you know what happens when you put this shit in here too wrong, right? This is what used to happen, right? And everybody knows what the fuck this means, right? You see that wrong pattern? This happened so many times. I say, man, what the fuck is going on? Why it ain't doing it now? So that. So when how many times I put it in there? So when I come in, as soon as I touch my phone, I got 3 tablets and touch one of my tablets, they all locked. And when I would do that to put it in, it would be doing this shit, which means somebody was going through it, trying to get inside of it. This the shit that I was going through. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just amazing, man. Like I got a lot of this shit on video and shit was really popping this shit, right? But like I said, my mom was telling me this shit right here and shit. Like she didn't know this was what's going on and shit, right? But I sent the frequency so high through this bitch the other day. This Kaku, my T closing, the evil eye closing. Like I'm closing all evil eyes and shit in the spiritual realm, destroying shit, man. This frequency was so high right here. Here it go. Kaku, my T closing energy. Listen, the energy was so high in this video that the whole video skipped because I'm speaking the dark light Ashe. It's a manifestation language and shit, right? Of the universe. See how it's pausing and shit? I was live. I love you, Anpu. I love you so much. Thank you for protecting me and being with me at all times. Ashe, Amen, Amen, and Ashe. So, right, you dispel like the majesty of Anpu, Lord of truth, master of his 2 legs, Lord of strength, the one who commands the cattle. Right. But yeah, man, this is shit that I was going through and shit. They was fucking me up and shit. Right. Now peep game. Right. Let me go to where the hell is it at? Right here. See that 159 videos. This 159 videos is dealing with everything that's dealing with the destruction of my motherfucking phone. Right? See that phone clone and hack. Justin Yelder. Right? Why are you following? Now this is my ex's new boyfriend. Why is he following me? Right? He's following me on here. He's following me on TikTok, following me on Facebook, Instagram and shit. Like wherever else the fuck he following a nigga. Right? See how what I'm saying? Right? Just won't stop harassing me. The telepathic highway and talking about my ex and shit. This one is they took the voice. They literally just took the voice out this motherfucker. See how I'm talking? The music there. But the voice not. This music come off of TikTok. And you know why? Because I was talking about my ex. Talking about her sister. Who was the police, who I think is the reason how I ended up in the mental facility. You feel me? They just keep, that's what all of these videos about. See? This the original. See? I screen recorded.
Look at what they doing to my videos.
All right, I screen recorded it. And as you can see, I say literally took my voice out of this video because of what I'm telling the world. It's time for you to die. Obviously, you will not stop. I want death and nothing less. I don't bother a soul. Flat the fuck out. Ashiki Chulu, which means, right, death to all evil. The blue, this stands, no, that's Gilagala. Ashiki Chulu is the gold, black, blue breath of God. I say, I'm truly sick of the hate you have for me. And Bobo Babiyi, Rachakala means return to the one whom sent you. Bobo Babiyi is brick shall not block the flow of my energy. Okay? And I was pissed off. I'm angry. I'm pissed off at that time, right? And that's the thing. They want to keep making me get angry and, you know, record me and shit on these videos when I'm mad. Bitch, I'll kill you. Motherfucker can say what he want. I'm not gonna do shit. I haven't done shit. I've never, you know what I'm saying? I got one violent crime in my motherfucking life, and I'm never going back through that shit ever again, right? Like I told the parole board, I say, man, yeah, I meant to do this to this nigga, but I should have made a better decision. I could have. You know, they used to call me into the office and ask me, man, what you in here for? Because of my character. For who I really am, man, these people wrong as fuck, man. Right? Fog, geofencing technology. That's involved with my phone, right? And that's when I learned about the police and what kind of technology they have. Because like I said, my phone clone hacked and tapped. So I'm trying to figure this shit out, right? Here go more proof, right, of my phone being clone hacked. More proof of my phone. Another one of they caught members. This is them, right?
In my hands. I feel like to let y'all know a little bit more about me. So
these are paid actors. These people, they telling my life, talking about my story, like I said, right? A lot of the tarot readers are directly involved. And as you can see, she's them. And not only she's not going to do no reading, she's going to actually step in and start to tell my story as if she's going through it. So I went and took her video and shit so I can have her name. This is a register point. You feel me? There go one right here.
So you mean to tell me Masons in the pulpit tried to sell me to the highest bidder?
See that? Masons in the pulpit tried to sell me to the highest bidder. This is the same story. And you know what's deep? Outage, the girl I was just talking to that lives in Texas, she got the same exact story. Talking about her uncle is the one who sold her, right? That's her handler and shit like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? So what's the odds of these motherfuckers doing this shit? You feel what I'm saying? Having the same exact story, but they flip it in a way. Or the tarot readers would be talking about me, but they'll say, you know what I'm saying, divine feminine. They're coaching them from wherever they are. Thank you for that, ancestors. I just got that. They were coaching them, right? This shit right here.
Y'all be thinking I'm bullshitting this shit, all right?
See this shit?
So y'all see this shit? This last year, September 11th, all right? Being broke and I ain't got no job, but the kids had...
This is me talking about, right? So this is important, right? I put important. This guy started texting me out the blue. I don't know who this is. I don't know how they got my number. Somebody tried to say, oh, this is spam. This ain't no motherfucking spam. This nigga said, do you have a similar track to the Money Dance? I'll buy it from you for $2K for my sync playlist. Let's talk. I said, hold on, wait a minute. Now listen, as you can see right here, I say, man, I thought this was spam. Man, this shit was real. This nigga said $80,000 a year. Can you join? I definitely got a motherfucker listening here for music and shit. You feel me? But he like, can you join?
Is your name the same? I'm about to start asking questions. Song. I wrote this shit in a joint.
You feel me? I wrote this shit in a joint, nigga. It's 2024, nigga. I wrote this shit in 2022, 2021, some goddamn time. Rapped it to a few niggas and shit. came home, dropped this shit. How does he know about this music? I said, man, I thought this was spam. I didn't see all of this shit, this Zoom meeting. So after a while, I go into the Zoom meeting. This is a real person. This is a real dude, right? Named Mark. The nigga say, you up? Listen, this nigga, I ain't sent this nigga shit. That nigga say, I need one more lyrical song from you. My sync playlist, I already got one from you. When this happened? Remember the niggas, just only 3 messages, nigga. What? Who are you? You understand? I'll pay you $4,500 a month. Join now. Nigga, I got, man, listen, bro. At the time, I'm like, nigga, I got 9 albums in this stash, nigga. This ain't, nigga, a few, send you what, nigga? You feel me? This nigga say, this was my name because I say, let me build up my platform on all social, let me use my name, the same name on all of them so you don't be scrambled. The public don't be scrambled. And then I had SMG Roo, Caruso Haley. This nigga say, is your name SMG Roo on all platforms? Can you join Zoom right now and confirm for this 10K sync deal? Another dude, right, I was on Bigo, he was like, my man's Napa. He said, man, I got them same texts. Nah, nigga, they ain't pointing out songs that they should know nothing about. And then, nigga, how did they get my number? Either the niggas I record with sent you my number, right? Or my ex. All of this is after I done lost the 6 documentaries. My grandkids done moved out the house. I ain't making no money, right? So I'm getting geeked up about this paper that they talking about. And I got music. I'm dropping shit. I'm ready. I got 2 albums that's about to come out and shit, right? So what the fuck is going on? You feel me? This nigga said a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit in there. But this shit threw me for a loop as well, man. Right? All that money and shit that they talking about. Right? This talking about how they gain access. This tarot reader right here, she was speaking about what I got going on. That shit was deep. This girl, right? I got girl, I know you lying. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's another one.
What the 3 years that? Let me see. You just started making these videos.
And that's what I was doing. I was looking at the way that they were talking, what they were doing last year, the year before that, by following their feed, and I'm trying to find out when did they change, when did they start speaking about the shit that I'm going through so I can pinpoint it. I pinpoint the motherfucker. It don't leave my brain. It doesn't leave my heart. I'm like, damn, this is a whole crew of motherfuckers. You feel me? And these bitches trying to get initiated in some more shit. But she just started talking this shit up in here. When you get a little further down, you're going to see she living a whole nother kind of lifestyle than the shit that she's talking about. I really live this life. That's the difference between me and all of these motherfuckers. I got so sick of living a certain way, right, that I completely stopped being, I don't give a fuck rap music. I said fuck everything. I don't even listen to, I don't make it, I don't fuck with it. I changed gears, I alchemized everything in my life and changed it. Like when I went to the penitentiary. I said, I'm gonna use this opportunity to become the guy I always wanted to be. And that's what the fuck I did. This shit right here, this is the type of shit they was doing. Listen to this shit.
Now I'm about to show y'all how deep this shit go. Okay? And I don't know if anybody else been through this, but I probably
watch
been
this racist ass shit.
They've been attacking me.
This is the, listen, they gonna call me nigger, 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 nigger in this video right here that I'm pointing to right here with the 128. And I'm talking about it on this one, right? And this is a piece of it because I was using the challenge of see what music they put behind your picture. And that's why I'm looking like this. So when I do it, this is what they do.
So many ways that they can through social media and just using my phone in any kind of way that I want to use my phone. Okay, like I always said on my old TikToks, my other 2 TikToks, before they took them, because I was voicing what was going on as far as in this cyberbullying from dealing with the people from TikTok. Okay, these people work here. All right, and then you got the hackers involved as well, right? This is all of my ex account, right?
Hey man, get to it.
See what
get to it, bro. There you go.
See that, Nick?
I said that shit to say, man, listen. When I showed this woman right here, I'll let her hear it. This woman right here, Cola 369, she said, wow. Shaking my head. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I say these people, they were just doing shit to me, right? And they get, this is control of social media and shit. Like they really had, they got control of my shit now. And that's what made shit. We 1 hour 30 minutes in, man, of me explaining this shit. Right? This one 3 months ago, right? Haru got here and shit. Right? See that account not found. Because when I start catching these motherfuckers, I say something to them, and these motherfuckers that get the fuck on. It was a bunch of these. I was busting their motherfucking head wide open on that motherfucker. Hey, man. Right? Look at that. One of the hired TikTok workers or some shit. Yeah, workers right there. Right? And I knew she was tapped in because she just woke up one morning, right? Chick came over here and shit, right? Some months ago. And she just wanted to have sex with me. And I wouldn't have sex with her. And she did this shit for about 2-3 hours straight, nigga. I want to say about 4 hours, man. And she was like real motherfucking horny and on me and shit. Yeah, I used to have sex with her before and shit like that. But I'm so motherfucking disciplined that I was like, I'm straight. Man, she in here humping me, humping my back. I'm talking about rubbing her cootie on me, every motherfucking thing she could think of. I'm talking about we in this bitch basically fighting this shit for me not trying to give her no goddamn, had no sex with her and shit. Now watch this. This how I knew. I say she directly tapped in with the Shadow Network who spotted me through the TV, etc. Remember, we already had a regular conversation, and I'm showing that regular conversation here. I'm mapping this shit out, right? These people diabolical. This one.
That's a good joke, ain't it? That's a good joke, ain't it?
This is how I knew that they were. This is another confirmation of them watching me through my devices is because she knew I liked her. You feel me? And I looked at her, and shit and all of that and shit. And I'm like, we can work out together. That's how I'm feeling in my mind. Men and shit, we automatically think we see the whole shit played out. And as soon as she shoot you down, you done killed your dreams. But I'm so far past that. I'm talking to her, but she chose this shit right here. She chose this the next morning after that shit happened. It says, she said, reply to Allah Kachulu Akana. That's one of my spiritual names, right? That name means gold black bulls, the 2 bulls, right? Heaven and earth, right? The bull of heaven and earth. Look, myself said, if you let me get it, then I can run off with it. And as long as I owe you, she will never be broke. We're making jokes in her chat. This is me talking right here. But she used this sound.
Motherfucker face ain't shit right now. I can tear down a fucking building. That's a good joke, ain't it? Fuck out my motherfucker face ain't shit funny.
There you go, right there. Let me ask you, what was wrong with the original responses? This is the first indication of what's going on. I said, Grand Rising, possibly, right? And the reason I said possibly is because I'm loyal. I'm not even talking to her. This was the response that she had up here that I showed was about, let me borrow your number. I'll give it back type shit. Just a little line I be using and shit. You feel me? And then I say, man, this is wrong on 5 levels. I seen everything. I knew what she was tripping about. So I said, okay, let me strap up and shit. So I strap up and shit, and I get to moving through this bitch. You feel me? Because she like, see, that's a motherfucking joke, ain't it? This the picture. I said, damn, she got this blue on, her face is beat. She on the, I'm talking about, she's fucking breathtakingly gorgeous right here, right? Talking about very, say Goofy talking about very well. Can you tell her I would like to borrow a number until tomorrow type shit, right? I'm talking to her, but I'm joking. She laughing and shit. This is what I said about the original responses, right? She like something goofy as fuck, and she said, "How you gonna borrow a number?" All of it was beautiful, but when that situation I went through, she in her goddamn feelings and shit because she watching the nigga directly through the goddamn devices. You feel me? So when I get to this shit, I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck? I say, damn, you involved in this? Man, listen, I say, damn, everybody involved in this shit.
That's a good joke, ain't it?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Ain't shit funny.
Nigga, I took that shit personal because I don't play games. Because if you gonna be mine, then I ain't fucking with nobody. So when she did that, I say, oh, and I can see everything. But this is the thing I love about these gifts, right? You know about it. And the thing about it is, right, you'll go through the process. You can see it all go down. But then some of the aspects of it, you have to go through the process to and this is what made me say, okay, so we're living in the knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and you are to choose good. You're going to go through some evil so you'll know what it feels like, what not to choose because of the laws that are already established. So I already knew we was going to go through this, but at the same time, you don't know when it's going to happen. But you got to stay the course, stay in love, stay kind, be, vigilant in this sense, right? Be peaceful, be loving, all of these things. These motherfuckers fall every motherfucking time. I ain't lying. Everybody. I don't give a fuck who it is I came across. Every last one of these motherfuckers failed. They can't help themselves. They can't help their motherfucking selves. Peace of the guys, I love y'all, right? And that's what I was saying about this shit, right? They stopped this shit up.
Are you ready? Scared out of your mind. Shake your phone to get tickets for Primate.
See, they hid it from me. Never knew that people was that important.
One of the greatest minds on TikTok. Now, usually when I give out accolades, I end up paying for it. I literally do. People literally dogs me the fuck out. When I first got to dealing with the tarot shit in the world out here and shit, I realized that I say, damn, man, we about to go find some dead bodies. We about to go get these kids. I'm about to build a motherfucking Fab Five, nigga. I'm about to build the dream team, nigga. We about to take over the world. I'm going to build the motherfucking city, right? That's going to be the light of the world like Egypt was. But we going to, man, when I realized that magic and shit was real, I said, man, we about to take over. Right, and this is one of the kind of brothers that would have made it on that team. But when I realized and I started making videos with the tarot readers, right, and putting who I am and what I'm going through and what I would put it in their comments. Hey man, you talking about me and shit. You gotta remember, I'm still learning. They all know that I'm talking about them, these particular ones and shit. They hated me. Just destroy everything I'm dealing with, everything I'm feeling, everything I got pure, good, great intentions, and these motherfuckers was trying to tear me down, right? Not saying this brother is awesome.
Important to them that how people perceive them was that important to them. They hid that from you because they knew if you knew some shit like that about them, you would have been moved accordingly.
Exactly.
You never knew that they would throw you under the bus just for somebody's validation and approval.
Man, what?
You never knew that. See, they hid it from you.
I fuck with the
It
guy.
is 9:05 and my phone is at 55%, so 555 might be significant. September 5th might be significant, okay? I am hearing that there is a very specific collective of individuals who have been busting their ass, okay? Busting their ass for the collective.
Man, listen. It wasn't even just for what they would call the collective. It's just the fact that there's so much evil in the earth. When I awaken, like I told y'all, man, I could hear everybody. You gotta understand, there's 8.2 billion of us on the earth. Maybe less or maybe more, it doesn't matter. I could hear everybody. I can feel everybody. I'm talking about, nigga, the dogs, the cats. Nigga, I felt everything in the earth, the leaves, the grass, the trees. I can hear the air crying. Imagine how I was sitting there and I'm absorbing all of this and I'm like, man, it's so much pain in the earth. I said, because first I wanted to die. I was like, fuck this shit. But Anubis, Anpu, man, that nigga said, what do you want from me? Like, nigga, you called me too early. You don't even listen, man. I'm talking about, I love my ancestors. Nigga, I was down to the last atom or molecule of my being. I didn't even want to be here no more because of what my ex was doing. The only thing in my mind, damn, I ain't got no love in this bitch. Like, ain't nobody love me. This is real shit. No matter what. Nobody fought for me. Nobody look out. None of that. Nobody. People don't. Everybody, motherfuckers want to pay me in drink and pay me in weed when I used to be smoking and drinking. Right? No. I'm talking about every motherfuckers want to play you to death. I shook a nigga hand, nigga stabbed me. Y'all don't understand. And I ain't saying I'm clean, squeaky and shit, but you can't fuck with me now. It took me years to get to this level. And the whole time, I didn't know that the great mother, the great father existed. I didn't know angels. Like I said, I used to see them when I was young. But the older you get, you'll forget. Nigga, God set me down for 2 years straight. Remember. Run this shit by me. Remember. And that's the point where people say, study to show yourself to prove. The reason you're getting all of this book smart and all of this knowledge is so the creator can be able to talk to you in every and any way, because they going to talk to you in every and any way. It can be you taking 2 steps. Nigga, them 2 steps would be a book worth of knowledge. You'll be reading something and they're talking to you right then and there. You'll set that book to the side. Let me see if this shit works. You'll pick up another book. They start talking to you through there right then and there. The shit that's on the TV, that shit that's going on right here. Somebody walk down the steps. Everything, when you tap in, this is why they have you reading all of these books and shit. Because there's another aspect, and this is what they taught me. Knowledge itself, right, is half the battle. There's another half, right? Knowing is half the battle. The other half is dealing with magic. That's where the rest of you lie. Because the physical is just dealing with the books and shit. That's just the knowledge. But now you need the wisdom. Combine the 2, and then y'all gonna go through the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 1, and you gonna put that shit back into the cycle itself. So you can be born all over again. Then you're gonna double. And when you double, right, you're the 1. But you're gonna double, you're gonna triple, you're gonna, throughout the timelines, you're gonna keep going up. Just like I'm 43 right now, I'm 7 years old. It's gonna go up. Be ye as little children, right? The pure in heart shall see God. Dealing with the Christ oil. Christ was like a child. Because you're taking and perverting and be talking about, oh man, that nigga cursing and shit, using profane language. No, but it's heart pure. As a child. Motherfucker 76 years old. Nicodemus. Man, I'm supposed to crawl back. Jesus like, hey man. Hey man. That's a good crud right there. Hey man, look. You missing the parable, bro. That ain't what I'm saying. You missed it. No, for real. Because you'll think that because he's smoking, he's drinking, he doing this, that he's evil and wicked, and that ain't completely the case. Huh? Wise man and woman judges all manners of things. And it ain't that the judging that you doing is wrong. You feel me? But like I said, man, like she just said, man, I was on another mission. When I found out that magic was real, man, I said, man, I'm about to grab motherfucking Mystic 9, nigga, me, Draco, right, the Draconian priest and shit, Mr. Nobody, nigga. I'm about to go get old girl from Spiritual Court, nigga. We about to fuck some shit up. Oh, the gifts is real? Oh, shit. I'm about to get loose. Evil bitch. We about to, I'm talking about, because I didn't believe in God. Now that I can feel everything and see everything, I put on the helmet of Cerebral. I knew everything. I seen that universe and shit. I was talking about, I started seeing planets be created. I never had this. So now I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Man, my mind was gone. Oh, magic real. That was like touching them books. I think I ain't know nothing about clairsentience, audience, clairvoyance. I ain't know shit, nigga. St. Clair, nigga. I ain't know nothing about no clairs. I knew about the 9 senses. I ain't know shit about no clairs or nothing. They said touch them books. You can download them books. Cause I got books I ain't read. They say touch the books, you'll be able to download the knowledge in it. I said, oh shit, nigga, I was in that bitch like, oh, I could do this. I'm touching everything in the room and shit. Ah, man, listen, like Neo in the Matrix. Y'all don't understand, man. When you get there from trauma, heartbreak, and you still love out of all of the shit you did, people did to you and shit, and you still love, but you got to get to a point where you stop doing wrong. And I hadn't done wrong in years. Most of the shit that I hadn't been going through when I'm blowed and drunk because of the effects of not knowing that magic was real. And I start to learn, and this is one of the things, they was like, you know how people walk in front of buses? This ancestors talking to me, we kicking it. We in a room laughing, having a ball, it's just me and them and the niggas who watching me through television. They watching me. I'm shaking fires and shit. I'm talking to the creators and shit. My mom, Papa. I'm testing the shit out of them. Man, listen, they giving me answers and shit that is so far beyond and so profound that people they'll never get it. It's, you feel me? But I was so in a whole, man, I just got high in a bitch. I was on a whole nother level. I'm high as hell right now. I'm about to get off this motherfucker. I gotta calm down. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand, yo. Man. And this is what made me start begging for Mama and Papa's more of their experience. Like I started taking, like I said, I started taking showers. Like I don't take showers and shit. But I started taking showers and it'll just hit me to say, the ancestors want to fill with that water again. Let them come in your vessel. And I'll be washing up and shit. And they like, man, I missed this shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I went through all that. I'll be in the shower and they'll be like, for the people who can't feel water right now and how bad that it is right now and shit, tap into their energy. Think of all of the people in the earth that possibly can't get to a shower right now, that's just thirsty and can't drink no water. The water that hits your body will quench their thirst right now. And they ain't gonna know where it came from, but they're gonna get a boost of energy right then and there. Right then and there. So I just started doing what they said. 3-Eye Atlas, right? Anpu said, yeah, go out there and stop the Astra. They didn't even know what 3-Eye Atlas was. Shit wasn't even in this like vicinity and shit, of the space and shit. It wasn't even here yet. But I was able to go out there and look the motherfucker in the face like, yo, this shit is wild. I'm talking to the creators. I said, the only thing I could think of was Job and shit. I was like, damn, you gonna destroy the earth and shit if it's 5 niggas in the earth that They was like, don't blame that shit on us. Listen, this is your Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother talking. People want to, I don't give a fuck with nobody. They can't tell me shit when it come to this shit. Not this. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care what medium you are. If they ain't told you who I am and what really is going on and shit, then you ain't gonna get this. You ain't been through no supernatural experiences. My ex can tell you. She laid down and shit. All the hooks start flying off of the, man, the hooks is like this. Look, they not shaped like this. They're shaped like this. Any one of y'all that got them computer desks at home that you got your PlayStation on, because that's what I would play and shit, right? The computer desks and shit. And the hooks, you got to hook them in and push them in and pull them down. You can hang whatever on them. Tools, it don't fucking matter, right? Hats and shit like that. Motherfuckers was flying off like this. It's pitch black in the room. She like, can I lay with you? I know she was scared in the motherfucker. I was wide awake then. But they was like, don't say nothing. I'm listening to all her thoughts. I can hear everything. Everything. When she trying to play me and trying to have me killed, I can see it all. Everything. I did the shit when I was on set. I seen them niggas kill me on camera. I seen it happen in the woods. Picked up the Popeye say, pick it up. I pick up the gun. The bitch got real live ammunition in it. I never go back to set. And then there's a lot of people on the set, you know, they wouldn't let me get the script. I asked for the script about 3 more motherfucking times so I could read the whole shit, see if I need to change anything in the motherfucker. Co-creator. And this, I didn't even know my gifts was up then. I ain't drinking, smoking, I ain't doing nothing. I'm fresh out the penitentiary. My energy's so motherfucking pure and high. I just came out the goddamn womb. The belly of the beast itself. The penitentiary. 3.5 years. Straight into acting. Don't know how I got into acting. Majority of the people on the set, I asked the nigga, I say, damn, Lyrique, man. I say, what's going on, man? I say, what happened to all of the damn, y'all been shooting this shit for a couple years? Excuse me, I got gas. I said, y'all been shooting this shit for years and shit. The nigga say, man, majority of these motherfuckers is dead. I said, oh, shit. Not knowing my gifts, but I don't play with my mom and papa. Man, they don't listen to get to. You see how they had this nigga Jonah in the. This is the story of Jonah. The ship then lost this nigga looking for them, looking for Jonah. This nigga want to get on the ship, nigga. You know God looking, man. Get your bitch ass off of here, bro. Nigga, you got the Creator looking for you, bro. Man, they took that nigga and threw that nigga off the side, man. Because listen, the one who's looking for you, it's not only are they the creators of all and all. It's Mama and Papa looking for you, bro. And you gonna come over here with this shit? Type shit. That's the type of level that this shit, man, listen. Like I said, man, when I went out there, I'm jumping around. When I went out there and stopped that asteroid, man, Anpu and shit, he say, listen, man. My mama and Papa say, man, you're not gonna blame that on us. This goes back to the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ written by Levi Dowling when he says, when Jesus said, man has created a God to forgive him for the sins that he commit. Type shit. They was like, hey man, don't blame us. It ain't us. They said it's y'all. Then they removed me out the equation. It was like, not you. Listen, you don't understand. What mercy? What grace, nigga, that's over me to where they say, not you, but the people, right? It's a lot of people, majority of the people in the earth. You love these people. They don't love you like that. They don't even like you. Stop the asteroid. And Anpu say, because I had to say it 3 times, no. Talking to the asteroid, the motherfucker, I threw my hand up, the bitch slowed down and everything, and stopped, and I just was looking at it like, nigga, I am out in space. 3-Eye Atlas hadn't come yet. That's how I knew who it was. They was like, y'all attracting it. Well, not you. Pulled me to the side and was like, not you. Like I said, I have been a certain way for years at this point and shit. They was like, not you, but all of them. Nigga, they talking about everybody in America. Like, nigga, this shit is wicked. You got to remember, we living in Babylon, Egypt, Rome, Greece, and Jerusalem. The Pentarchical establishment is what we're under right now. Shout out to Shaka Amos, right? Taught that, but he used the blueprint that they gave. This blueprint is what the ancestors gave me. This is why they said, nigga, the only reason you're so far ahead is because you're so far behind. That's when I learned I'm the 100th monkey in effect. But anyway, when I'm talking to Mama and Papa, they say, well, not you, but you think them people love you. Anpu, nigga, Anubis. He say, yeah, man, the people have forgotten that y'all are the law of attraction. Y'all are emitting frequencies so high that you're sending ripple effects of what you're thinking, how y'all are moving. Not just what y'all thinking, but the actions behind it. Y'all are attracting the asteroid to y'all. I'm like, damn. He said, yeah, because the way that everything is set up, the spiritual laws, I don't know nothing about spiritual laws. This Ampu teacher, y'all, he said the spiritual laws that are in place, that man has reached a level that now they know enough, and they're actually tracking the actual infants, the vessels, the people who the angels can come through, the Netas, the Orisha, that can come through that actually combat the evil. He said this is the biggest problem, is when you have too many souls on one side of it. Y'all sending ripple effects through everything, and you're destroying. He said y'all are destroying other dimensions. Y'all are causing destruction to other realms because of who y'all are. And that's when they said, yeah, you know, they brought the prophecy over to America. This is J. Edgar Hoover was looking for all of us that was like that. Hey, neutralize the rise of any Messiah, any one of them niggas. Hey, get knock all them down. And that was a part of the black print. It's Thomas Sankorda, right? And Kruma, all of these different deities in the earth. These are Orisha and shit. They killed, nigga, you done killed gods and goddesses. Not no earth angels and angels. You gotta understand, I don't know nothing about no goddamn earth angels or nothing. All I know is angels, right? The hierarchy and shit. From the seraphim down to the regular angels with the archangels and shit like that in between, the seraphim, and right. Then they were teaching me about the principalities. These are the five: the pentarchical establishment, principalities, powers, rulers, dominions, and authorities that's in the earth. They run it. These are the five fallen. I said, oh shit, man, they was teaching me so much. And like this, listen, I got all the ancestors talking to me. I'm talking about this is all the ancestors from all timelines. This is all of ancestral angels, angelic ancestors. You got ancestors that are angels, right? You got ancestral angels, and then you got the angels, and then you got the ancestors. Oh, listen, man. We talking about all kind of multi-dimensional beings, the interstellar beings, and the in-betweens and shit, right? Man, listen, then you got the celestial beings. You got the actual planets themselves. This is a superorganism herself. Shout out to young Pharaoh who was teaching us that. That's why they got to dog. No, they got to dog. He told everybody. And I know he ain't lying because I went through the same exact shit. But I said, I ain't drinking nothing else but motherfucking water. I barely start drinking coffee again. No bullshit. I said, I ain't fucking with nothing. I stopped eating meat, everything. I said, man, fuck. And then people know I get a little loose and shit. I got some issues too. You feel me? But it's righteous anger. This a blue flame type of anger. I'll get on that kind of time. But I never want to take it there, so I never really have but one time. And that's when I went to the penitentiary. But people know. My dad used to say shit like, you're different. Nobody like you. My dad used to say that to me. I'll be crying. Why my mama knew like this with me, my brothers and stuff. Why they like this and that? He said, Speed, man, you different. He used to tell me this shit all the time. You different. Fuck them. He used to be mad because he tired of me crying. I used to cry a lot. Man, I used to go to the church, man. I would listen. When they say get on your knees, and this ain't them talking, this the angels telling me and shit. They seeing my humiliation and shit. And they like, get on your knees. Crawl to the altar. Okay. And do it. Whatever the fuck they said. Nigga, I watched gargoyles sit on top of the churches. I watched motherfucking demons and devils swing from chandeliers. Nigga, I done seen a lot. In the church chilling like, oh, that's a wicked ass motherfucker right there. Nigga, I can see everybody. Man, listen, man. Peace to the guys, y'all. All right.